And we are live. I didn't know whether I was live there or not, but we are live, people. We are live. And welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is Chosen Wisdom Football. And today is usually your match preview for the weekend. But as you know, guys, there is no matches this weekend. And the next, guys, we are going to wait a while before we see Manchester United play again. So we today are just going to go through some of the news, guys, some of the transfer rumors that are circulating around Manchester United, and the main one is Bruno Guimarães and Tonali. Are Bruno Guimarães and Tonali coming to Manchester United? Both? Neither? One? Who knows? We're gonna get into it, should I say. Ben Jacobs, a journalist, has spoke recently about Manchester United being in for both players. We'll see what the story is. Who's saying what? Who's saying why and where? Up and down, left and right. Where the truth of the matter is. And of course, the chat, we're going to talk about it. You're going to give me your opinion. Start from now, guys. Which one are you taking if you had to choose one? And why? Bruno or Tonali? Daily Mail journalists apparently, listen, some of you guys won't trust the Daily Mail, and I understand, but Daily Mail journalists are reporting that apparently Manchester United are front runners for Tonali. So we're going to get into it, guys. We're going to get into it. It's been a while since we spoke about transfers. It's been a while since we spoke about the midfield because the season has been going on. We've been playing matches, and I've said many times, I don't really like talking about the what ifs and what if we got this player and transfers and all of these things while the season is going on. I prefer to talk about what is happening now in front of my face. But today we're going to talk about midfields. Also, guys, Heaven, yes, little Heaven. I shouldn't say little. He's quite tall. He's quite. Yeah, he's at 6'3". But anyway, Ayden Heaven has scored for England, so that's really good for the lad. He's on the score sheet for the England, I think, under 21s. So that's really good for Heaven. And Bruno Fernandes, yes, guys. I guess, listen, there's no point making a bet on this, on what I'm going to say. But as probably you guys know already, Bruno Fernandes has been voted the player of the month for Manchester United. So if you guys want to talk about that, if you guys want to talk about Bruno's performances over the last month or so, you guys can do that as well. I don't mind what kind of conversation we have today, where the chat goes. The chat is yours. Big up the community as always. And also, there's something I want to bring to your attention. I just saw, guys, today, there's a little rift, I think, forming between United and Slovenia. The Slovenian head coach doesn't seem to be quite happy with Man United's approach to Sesko's injuries. Apparently it's happened before, so we're gonna just quickly look into that, see if there's anything there. So those are your four headlines. We're going to start with Tonali and Bruno Guimarães, people. We're going to start with the midfield. Casemiro's leaving, so we need someone to take his place. Big up the chat. Big up Atro. I see Atro in the building already. Big up my bro Atro. Who else is up in there? Turkish, of course. T Kizzles in the building. Atro already in the chat saying you'll take Tonali over Bruno because of age. Atro, I'm gonna get onto it myself, bro. But you are kind of thinking the way I'm kind of thinking about this situation. Big up T Kizzles. Would be great day today to bring in Atro for the stream. And big up Wiz. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm gonna message you guys anyway separately. But we can do a stream where you don't need to show your face. You can join the stream just via voice, and that's just it. Just using your. Why did I take so long to say that? You can join the stream using voice call rather than showing your face. So we can do it that way as well. So yeah, I'm definitely up for it, people. 100%. I'll definitely message you guys in the Discord about it. And the links also can be sent by Discord, so you can just literally click on the link from the Discord and just jump right into the chat. I think it should be that easy. So yeah, we'll talk about it. But yeah, let's talk about it. Bruno Guimarães and Tonali. Let's look at the story first and foremost. Let's look at the source. This is where it's coming from. United fans everywhere are talking about this, and everyone's getting excited. Bonus galore. I don't know why I said that, but it is what it is. Yeah, everyone's getting excited. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm a bit more apprehensive than a lot of United fans right now. Some United fans think it's done. Some United fans think the Tonali deal is done, like the Cunha deal was wrapped up. I don't know, guys. But let's find out where the noise is coming from. Ben Jacobs on the United stand, boo, gave an interview. And he has said, and don't forget, Ben Jacobs gets information from United as well as other mediums. Both players have been discussed by United. So United want to make it out there that, yeah, we admire you too, which is a good thing. It's a good thing because I think I can say on behalf of the chat that we might have a preference between the two, but we'll take either. And it's the fact that we're getting linked to the right type of midfielders is why I am happy, people. It's not like, oh, we're getting linked to Ugarte and then we're getting linked to Tonali and we're getting linked to someone who's rubbish. And we're like, oh, my Lord, just pick Tonali. No. Everyone we've been linked to, it's like, cool. Anderson, Tonali, Baleba, Wharton. Listen. You're shopping in the right shop. Right? You're shopping in the right shop, bro. Ben Jacobs goes on to say, with Bruno Guimarães, there was a meeting with his camp, but nothing was ever advanced or agreed, and that's still the case. With Sandro Tonali, I'm hearing he's actually higher on the United's list, but he's also much harder to sign and likely to cost even more. First and foremost, guys, I believe there's some truth in that. Why wouldn't we be looking at Tonali? Why wouldn't we be looking at Bruno Guimarães? If we're not, then we're idiots. So we better be. Like everyone else probably is. This is where I am. I feel like I started by saying, listen, push to shove, I'll take either. I'm not fussed. They both can receive the ball from the defense. So they're not expert sixes, but they both can play six. And they can both play eights. They can both bump up and down the pitch. They can both do both roles. The only difference I would say Tonali is more dynamic. Listen, if I'm wrong, guys, if you disagree with my assessment on the players, you guys know what to do. Tell me I'm wrong. Tonali's he's got more pace. He's more dynamic. Bruno's very tenacious. Good at reading the game. But they're very similar. They're what I would call, I don't want to bring them up too much, but complete midfielders in the sense that defending, yet. Attacking, yet. They can trap back, chase you down, do all those things, but in front of goal, and when it comes to attacking, finding their man, pass, 20-yard pass, 5-yard pass, 30-yard pass, they both got good, decent passing ranges. Both very good midfielders. Let's not pretend now. So, guys, if you ask me, I would pick Tonali. If I had to choose one, I would pick Tonali, and it's more to do with what Atro said in the chat. I think Tonali is 1 or 2 years younger than Bruno. He fits the profile of what Ineos are doing. I would say Cunha and Brandon Mbeumo are probably the higher end of where they want to go. Sesko and Dorgu and those sort of players are kind of where they want to be. and Cunha and Mbeumo, that experience. Tonali's 24, 25. Bruno 26, 27. So Bruno's slightly on the older side of things, and that is where I'm like, I know how broke these guys are. I know how, listen, they want to get a return from their money and they want to make sure that they do. So personally, I would go for Tonali. I know Tonali had that little thing with the, this thing. You want to make more money and you want to bet and stuff. So I don't, is what it is, ethics and morals. I don't know if you want to introduce that into the conversation. Maybe not, because it's whatever it is. FIFA giving Donald Trump a peace prize, so I don't know. Politics, football, whatever. But Tonali, I think. But I'll take Bruno, bro. I'll take Bruno, guys. But once again, I have to say, if this is what we're on now, and I've told you guys about Vivell and Wilcox, you can hate them all you like, bro. Like, there's something about Vivell and Wilcox. I keep telling people, let's watch them cook. Let's see what they can do for a couple years. Just to see. Let's just see, because we're shopping in the right shops, bro. And if Tonali, listen, in terms of a direct Casemiro replacement, I'm not gonna lie, I think Bruno Guimarães is more of a Casemiro replacement than Tonali is. But then again, guys, if you see the way we play, sometimes Casemiro is ahead of Kobe, and Kobe picks the ball up from the defense. So the way that sometimes Newcastle play in their midfield, where it's not always clear who the actual DM is, because they've got all three of their midfielders can do everything, so they do everything. I feel like I want a midfield now where all three of my midfielders can do a lot of shit. There's like, yes, there might be a little specialist deep line playmaker like Adam Wharton, but there's also Anderson, and Anderson maybe not like Adam Wharton's deep line playmaking might be a 9, but Anderson's an 8. So you know what I'm saying? I want all my midfielders just to be generals, just can do a lot of shit. So yeah, I'm encouraged personally. If I'm being honest, people, I think it will be very difficult to get Tonali. And the reason why I say this is because, one, Newcastle spent, how much did they spend on him 2 years ago, people? Was it 55 million pounds? Like 65, might have been 65 million euros. Bro, they're not letting him go for anything less than like 70 or 80 million euros. They're not. So that's why they say he'll be more difficult to get. Bruno Guimarães, a bit older. I reckon about 50 or 60 can get Bruno. Tonali, at least 70. I think Newcastle will want their money back for him, which makes him more difficult to get. It does. So that's me. Let me just touch base with the chat before we see where I go on. Now, the chat is popping, bro. I've been missing all the shit. I've just been chatting. Man said the ad show, that means you can go topless, Yeah, still got not yet. Still not YouTube fame settings, but yeah, I'm down to do it. All right, cool. Let's do it. Wiz dressed like David Beckham in 1999. Oh yeah, the man was wearing that. Beckham. Hey, why did Beckham have cornrows, though? Remember Beckham had cornrows? This Beckham, David Beckham, is a funny guy, This guy. Let's take a touch. That's funny. Y2K vibes, Yeah, man. Panel idea. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's do it now, man. How long we've been doing this now? Almost like a season now. We can start. You guys got to start jumping on now. We can start doing something, guys. In regards to Bruno G and Tonali, for me, it's someone else. Tonali, Bruno G. Yeah. I mean, if you had to choose one out of these two, clearly you put Tonali above Bruno G. However, TK wants someone else. And fundamentally, I'm with TK. I feel like that's a good way of saying it, TK. These for me would be second and third choice behind the 2 or 3 that we've already mentioned. Actual says fact shows and all the options are good in my eyes. Yeah, man, we're shopping in the right shop, bro. This is high end, man. This is high end. This is quality. This is Oxford Street, bro. This is West End, Knightsbridge, bro. That's where we are right now. He's 17 now. Nah, you guys he's oh, what did Jackie say? Hella 90s coded. Nah, Eddie, that's that Boys to Men swag. That's Backstreet Boys. You guys are taking liberty. That's the Backstreet Boys. Was it? Oh yeah. How's it go? Something tell me why. Something that about the heart. Yeah, that's what I look like. The Black Street boy. I'm the Black Street boy. Bro, I should be there in the middle, bro. With all these white dons behind me. Like, yeah. Yeah, man, they're the Backstreet Boys. I'm the new joiner, bro. I'm the Black Street boy. We're done though, man. What are you talking about? What are you guys talking about? Oh yeah, done. Backstreet Boys, defo. You man are rinsing me still. You 17 with that Christmas song in that snow. I can't remember that. What's that? Oh yeah, stay now, baby. You forgot to go. Wait, hold on. No, it's not working. Baby, if you got to go away. Let's focus, people, man. Come on, man. Cha, just rinsing me out, bro. Come on, focus on football, bro. Oh man. Man. All right. Yeah, actual says facts. I need all action Jacksons, but with some speciality. It will give us more combinations. I like, yeah. It means like you can take a man right now. Yeah, if we take Casemiro out, we're going to Ugarte, bro. That's why we're not winning no league. I want to take a flipping Kobe out and bring on Bruno Guimarães, or take off Bruno Guimarães or bring on Kobe, or take off Kobe and bring on Anderson. I just need like all the midfielders to just be able to do shit. You know when like a player finds himself in a situation, yeah, that he's never really been in. Like a left back finds himself up front and he's just bare awkward, and he looks bare awkward on the ball because he's never shot before. All these things, yeah. I want my midfielders, yeah, to just be everywhere, popping up on the left, popping up on the right, just comfortable with their back to goal, comfortable receiving the ball from the defender, comfortable dropping a shoulder, beating a man, and we can get. Listen, the way that Newcastle's midfield, yeah, and I hated this match with all my heart, bro. The way that Newcastle's midfield still bossed us with 10 men was a crime against humanity, literally. So that's what I want. That's what I want. Big up Tim in the building, people. Tonali would make sense, says Timmy. Classic E17. Oh yeah, Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge. I don't know. Let's get married. Oh yeah. And first of all, anyway. So yeah, guys. So I feel like the chat ain't mad. The chat ain't mad with the links. No one's upset with the links. Everyone's got their preference. Some people would choose neither, but if they had to choose one or the other, you give your opinions. It will be hard to get both. I think the Baleba deal's easier to do, and I think Anderson's even easier to do because it's Nottingham Forest. Newcastle, you're hearing things like if Newcastle don't qualify for the Champions League, then Tonali's gonna throw his, baby at the pram. Imagine throwing your baby. Imagine throwing your baby at your pram. That's the next kind of anger. You're dummy out the pram, flipping egg. So let's keep an eye on this. I don't know, guys. We also said that during these 2 to 3 weeks where there's no football, there's gonna be a lot of news. and some of it is going to be just smoke, and some of it's going to be bullet. I said it. I said the word bullet could do. But another thing to also consider, I think, is the fact that this new Man United, we don't like public rejection. We don't like public rejection. So we like to secure things before things get out. We like to know that you want to, remember in the summer, let us know if you want to come to us and then we'll come after you. We're not going to waste our time. And that's what it's been on. That's what we've been on. The new Man United. Yeah. So the fact that this is out there and Ben Jacobs is saying this, I think Man United are interested in these two. I think that's let's just say that's a definite. Other clubs are also interested. And let's just see if it's feasible. That's it. Let's see if it's feasible in the summer. The Skelly is an interesting one. Would you guys take Skelly? Since you guys are talking about Skelly already. Because I'm not going to lie, yeah? Martin Lewis Skelly's only 20 years old. Wait, how old is Martin Lewis Skelly? Let's not listen. You know them ones where I don't like Arsenal, so I always diss their players. But I've always said there's something ballsy about Martin Lewis. For his age, he stands tall. Would you guys take Martin Lewis Skelly at left back? Miles, I keep saying Martin Lewis Skelly. He's still 19. He's not 20 until September, guys. So, as much as I don't like Arsenal, whenever Martin Lewis Skelly's played, I've been like, this guy can ball. But the Arsenal thing is the Arsenal thing. Ayden Heaven is one thing. I don't know, guys. Are you taking Martin Lewis Skelly? Eddie says he will take Skelly. Eddie's also Tonali sounds good, however, not the best at tackler. Yeah. He's more that dynamic one. He wants to bring the ball forward. He's not the direct replacement for Cass, is he, Eddie? I wouldn't say he is. That fullback situation is Dallo. If only we had Hakimi or bro. If only Michael Jackson was. Wait, let me not say if only he was alive. But yeah, why not? If only Michael Jackson was still alive and he wasn't doing dodgy things, just making music, then I'll be happy. Bro, if we can get Martin Lewis Skelly for like 20 M's, 25 M's, we're probably not going to be able to. But bro, I'm taking him. I'm taking him. Why not? Why not? If we can get if he is affordable, why not? Can play left back and centre mid, says Eddie. Yep. Tim says it's interesting. Acho says I'll take him off Arsenal and Wanyeri. Oh, bro, I might have to be controversial here, Atro, and say I wouldn't take Wanyeri. Now hear me out. I like Wanyeri. I think Wanyeri can ball. But there's something about Wanyeri in the Premier League, bro. Like, is there a reason why Max Dalman is playing ahead of him? Is Wanyeri on loan somewhere? Is there a reason why like a 15-year-old is playing ahead of him? I don't know. Wanyeri, I like his tech, but I don't know if he's on it in terms of if he wants to play in this league and get punched, thrown around. Do you know what I'm trying to say about Wanyeri? Ian Wright trying to get Skelly to stay. Listen, whatever, bro. We took Heaven and we'll take Skelly when we want to, if we want to, bro. 1 year is on loan. All right, cool. 1 year is on loan, people. Because I'm thinking, how is Max Dalman? How is he starting ahead of Wanyeri? That don't make no sense, people. But I think Wanyeri is on loan, and that makes sense because Wanyeri is Wanyeri. I ain't gonna lie, and Wanyeri can ball, bro. Wanyeri can ball. Yeah, he's out on loan. Atro confirmed he's out on loan. Skelly for a cheeky 35 mil. Yeah, bro. Why not? If Arsenal say, cool, we need to balance the books, 35 M's, boom, boom, let's get him. And let's start him. And let's start him. Or, if we're going to get a left winger as well, have him compete with Dorgu for left back. Him and Dorgu, left back, that whole. No, okay, cool. What we're going to do is this. We're going to do Dorgu right back and Lewis Skelly left back, bro. Bombing up and down the pitch. That's a madness. I don't care what nobody says. Because don't forget, Dorgu plays all right on the right-hand side, you know. Don't forget, like, the few games before Carrick came, and I think one game after Carrick came, when Dorgu played on the right and he was cutting in and he was just doing his thing. And that's wavy to me. That sounds wavy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That sounds wavy to me. I think Dorgu can play right back. Skelly left back. We'll get another centre back as well this summer. No, that's too many players, bro. We ain't got that paper. Man's living in a fantasy land, bro. I'm like, hold on a second. We're not gonna get a left. Are we gonna get a left back, a centre back, 2 centre mids, and a left winger? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. That's crack cocaine talk. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, guys. But it's good. It's good to think. It's good to imagine. Anyway. What's the Daily Mail liars saying? The Daily Mail liars. Don't trust the Daily Mail. But because there's truth in it already, you know, these guys are like, when you just throw something and just hoping it sticks. But we also need to be aware of this. Daily Mail are saying this. Sandro Tonali has been linked with every club from Barcelona to Madrid. And he has been. He's been linked with everybody. Arsenal and City. But my information in the past 48 hours is that Manchester United are moving to the front of the queue. You can ask yourself this: what does it mean we move to the front of the queue? As in, we are prepared to pay the money? Or he prefers us? Or we are the most interested? Front of the queue? Huh? What? But once again, if you want Tonali and you want a midfield that you think can challenge, let's be honest, Tonali's better than Zubamendi. Like what? Zubamendi, Rice, and Odegaard or Eze, right? That's who they play with. He's better than. That's already. Listen, if we have him, and we get Adam Wharton and Bruno, and keep Bruno as a 10, bro, we'll be hard to beat. Adam Wharton sits at the base, like he should be. Listen, I know some of you guys want to play 4-3-3, but here, let's just pretend we're still going to play 4-2. Double pivot, yeah. Let's pretend we're still going to play the double pivot. Him at the, Wharton at the base, him as the 8, the shuttle. Bruno Fernandes as a 10. You could even take Bruno off 60 minutes and bring on Kobe as a 10. If Kobe ain't going to be like that guy to run around and have that mad stamina, if Kobe ain't that guy, leave him as a 10. Or leave him as the flipping, the base. But the shuttle running thing, I don't know if Kobe can do that. I don't know if that's Kobe's job. Kobe's too graceful as a footballer. He's not, the shuttle running is the Belebas. Let Beleba shuttle run, yeah? Let Tonali shuttle run. Let him run up and down. Let him be the 8. No, maybe Kobe should just sit and be the 6. And this only thing about this thing is about my 6s, yeah. I want my 6s to be able to spray the ball 50 yards like a Pogba, like a Pirlo. And I don't know if Kobe can do that. Kobe's that silky short 10-yard, 20-yard. He can do it, but I don't know if he can do that top spin or that back spin on it. That 40-yard to Mbappe, that 40-yard pass to Mbappe or to Griezmann or to Martial or to Rashford that Pogba would do. I kind of want my sixes to be more Pirlo-esque, rather than little Frankie De Jongy, who's just drop a shoulder, short pass. I don't know. You thought we could sneak in the World Cup? Luke Shaw is tired, bro. We cannot done. Hey, we cannot, start next season with Luke Shaw as our first choice left back. Lord Jesus of Nazareth. Lord Jesus of Nazareth, please help us find a left back that we can start next season with. Amen. Ugarte playing tonight versus England. Maguire and Rashford starting. Who's watching that game? I gotta go. I gotta leave, so I'm not gonna be watching that game. But let me know when we touch base again how that goes, Tim. Skelly was playing like Dorgu last season. Yeah, I want an Arsenal fan to come in and talk to me about Skelly, because I don't even think it's his form that's dipped. He's just not in favour as much. He's just not in favour. I don't know. When he played in that Madrid tie against PSG, he was very good. Yeah, those are the kind of things I'm saying. That for his age, I've seen him playing certain games and do certain things that 18 or 19-year-old don't do. He's got balls. He's got balls, Martin Lewis Skelly. He's a bit fearless. Does that make sense? He's got that about him. He's a bit fearless. Like he did that. Listen, from when you're doing that celebration, was he mocking Haaland, bro? Even though I didn't like it, listen, people didn't like it, but there's some, when you can like it and also not like it. You can see the negative thing about it, but also you can see the ballsiness about it and the character that it takes to also just do that. You're a defender, bro, and you're mocking the next man's celebration. Are you alright? Yeah, Atro's right. Arteta does Arteta give the young Arsenal players enough chance? I mean, Max will say yes, but Arteta plays a very rigid, methodical football, sometimes even more than Pep does, and he might coach the freedom out of these young players. I don't know. Acho says I'm on that crack cocaine vibe. Is that bad to say that on YouTube? I've said it twice now. So it doesn't mean that YouTube ain't gonna push my video because I'm saying things like crack. I don't know the rules on YouTube, I don't know. No. Sure, be going to the Crucible after BK Burger. Sure, man. Oh, Acho, do you know what it is about Spence, yeah? I thought I was the only one that liked Spence. You know them ones where you like something, you like when you're watching Tottenham, and Tottenham are crap, yeah? They're rubbish. But every time I see Spence, I'm like, is Spence actually good? Because this team is pants. But Spence actually looks like he's on stuff. But I don't really say that because Tottenham are just crap. But you just said something about Spence, and I'm like, do you know what? I'm glad you mentioned it, actually, because Spence at Tottenham, what do you guys think about Spence at Tottenham? He's not bad, He's not small. He's tall as well. Dynamic. Amorim would love Tonali. So would Eric. Yeah. Now you're right. You're definitely right, Eddie. That's definitely their kind of player. But they're all right. the Premier League is going physical, and the thing is, we still need tech though, guys. But Tonali's got that physical and he's got the tech. He's got both. Ugarte, thing about Ugarte, yeah, I didn't think, yeah, we were gonna get too much tech of Ugarte, but I thought to myself he was gonna be so physical, just everywhere, just Kante-ish. But he's not even that. He's not physical and he's not techie. It's just like, bro, what is your special? What your speciality should be? It's not even that, bro. Kobe needs to take lessons of Seedorf. Bro, everyone needs to take lessons of bro. Seedorf's not even spoken about enough, you know. I don't think as one of the Seedorf was a bad man in midfield. Bro, AC Milan Seedorf, yeah. Oh man, Seedorf. No, Kobe has passing in him, but like when Kobe's doing a 40-yard pass, he's not doing perfectly into your path. What I'm trying to say is, I want a world class long range passer, and Kobe isn't that. He's a good passer of the ball long range. He's a better passer of the ball short range, and his ability to link play and connect with others is his strength. His ability to hold off his opponents, to drop a shoulder, to evade a challenge. That's his strength for Kobe. We can't imagine breaking up to PSG or Bayern with Dallo and Shaw. England games like watching paint dry. Yeah, bro, Tim. I leave that up to you, man. You watch it and you give me the report afterwards, bro. You do the time. You do the time, bro. You put the time in, because I'm not watching England, bro. I'm not watching England until it is the tournament. That's when I'll watch England. I'm not sitting here watching no qualifiers, bro. Boring as hell. There's a few Spurs I actually like. Kulu. All right. Spence, yeah. And also, like I keep saying, the defender. All right. Heaven scored. Heaven scored, people. Heaven might be, I know other people have said this, one of the cheekiest, most value for money signings we've made for a while. Potentially. We don't know what he's going to become. He's still 19 years old. But I'm encouraged when he's played. He's 19, playing in the Premier League for Manchester United, playing in some really high profile games, dominating some really big boy Premier League strikers. You know, he's not perfect. He's going to make mistakes. He's young. But it is good. It is good because Rio, Ferdinand, and all these guys, they started at 18, but they were playing for lower clubs. They were playing for Rio was playing for Leeds. No, West Ham Academy, then Leeds, right? But young. And then, Rio might have come to United at what, 23 maybe? I think. Bro, he's 19. He was 18 already playing, starting for United. Like even Arsenal, like Saliba and all these guys, they had to send Saliba back on loan for a year, at least a year, so he can flip in, get. Heaven's like, no, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Put me on the pitch, boss. Let me play. So I have high hopes for Heaven. I really do. I really do. And I just hope injuries are on his side. He's young, so he's probably gonna grow a bit more. And that's the issue. I understand when you continue to grow, the age of 18 to 21, 22, your feet grows. Maybe you're size 8, 7, and you become a size 8. And that is always interesting when your feet is growing when you're playing football, when your knees and your legs are stretching. So I just hope injuries don't hamper his career. And I feel like if he continues to improve, he could be a very, very, very good defender. Maybe a starting centre back for Man United in the next year or two. Who knows? So big up Heaven. Big up Heaven. Big up the chat, guys. Big up the chat. Bruno, there's nothing I mean Bruno, he's had a good month. The game, he had a decent game against Bournemouth. The game before that, I think he had 2 assists. And I feel like he's had a decent month. We have had a decent month. But at the same time, guys, we've lost 1 and drawn 1, I think, this month. So I feel like his stats, Bruno's stats for his stats. Bruno might never be everyone's favorite on the eye, but Bruno delivers. Bruno delivers. And that is one thing nobody can't say anything about. You know, I think the stat is 4 games, 4 assists, 2 goals. That is good. Very good. So there you go. Bruno, once again, the player of the month. Probably win it again next month. Bruno doesn't have to do much to win player of the month as well. I think he's a lot of fans' favorite. And when Bruno goes, he'll be missed by a lot of fans for sure. For sure. Especially during this time, these last 5 years of crap that we've been through. Heaven was another player who was good for Arsenal. Got promoted to the first team, and because Højlund cooked him once in pre-season, Arteta dropped him. Oh yeah, I remember that. Arteta, listen, it's fine, Atro. It's Arteta's loss. You don't want to play the youngsters, we'll take them. We will take them. It's fine. You know? Because these guys are talking about 2028, yeah? 2026 now. We've got 2 years. So Heaven, you're 18, you're 21 years old. We need you to be ready to win the league. According to Ineos. Yeah? So, Lenny Euro, you're 19, 3 years, 21, 22. You need to be ready then. Dorgu, 20 years old. By 23, be ready. Ahmad, 23. By 25, be ready. Sesko, you're 23 now. 25, be ready. And Bumo's 25, Cunha's 25, 26. By 27, 28, you guys should be leading the team fully. You guys will be in your prime. By 2028, everyone should be nearing their prime. And that's how you build a team. I always say that when you build a team, it is so important, yeah, that you build a team that grows together, that kind of hits their prime around the same time, almost. You don't want somebody who's 28, 3 players who are 28 hitting their prime, and then 2 players who are only 18 making loads of mistakes. And then the 3 players who are just more mature, they're like, why are you buying young G's? I want to win the league now. So age, profile of the players are important. So when you got to have a plan, you got to be like, cool, by the time these 2 or 3 players mature, like the class of 92, the reason why we won the league around those times, yeah, is because we had a core group of players. And this is so important, guys. You need to understand this. We had a core group of players that all matured at the same time. They all hit their peak. Imagine having 5 players there all playing their best football at the same time. And then everything just falls from that. Barcelona did it with their core, with their Xavis and the Iniestas and the Messis. That's how you build a team. PSG, that's how you build it. That's how you do anything. Build an empire. If outside the context of football. So we'll see what happens in 2-3 years to all these players that we have around the same age, and how we can continue developing them, and how much they will grow, and how much experience they will obtain. Yeah, Acho says Ineos are going to be made held accountable for the 2028 promise. They said it. Bruno PR machine in full effect. Just got to charge it to the game. Listen. That's what it is. Listen, from now on, yeah, I'm just like, the game's the game with Bruno. I appreciate Bruno. I appreciate Bruno. At the end of the day, I'm gonna have my negatives with just like any player though. That's why I realized my criticisms of Bruno. I got criticisms for any and every player because no one's perfect. I think my only issue with Bruno, I think now is that I feel like he has been overhyped, and that's it. But other than that, I feel like Bruno's just Bruno. You get what you get with him. You get some good moments. Some you get some you get consistent output. You get these things, and there's not many players who can give you that. As much as on the eye and all the aesthetics and all these things, yes, we can complain about that, but to give you consistent output every year, it's not easy. You just got to rate it as well. And I think that's where I am with Bruno. That's where I am with most things. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna look at the good, and I'm gonna look at the bad. Don't worship nothing, because nothing deserves your worship. No player deserves my worship. I will never worship a footballer. I'll never worship a human. Are you crazy? I'll appreciate your talent, and that's all I'm gonna do. Listen, this person's a really good artist. This person's a really good singer. Whatever it might be, I don't go over the ball where I'm a fan. I'm gonna go and meet. Oh my god, I'm gonna put a poster up of you. No, come on, chill out, man. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Come on. But we'll end on this, guys. We'll end on this little. Is it a rift between Slovenia and Manchester United? And all I'm going to say before anything else is that if England call for you, you better have a good reason to not go. And I know Fergie used to try to do, the little, he's injured, and Fergie used to do this all the time. He had a rift with England. He didn't like his players going on international duty. But I don't know if Man United are taking liberties here. Slovenia manager Bojan Cesar has warned Manchester United that he will not be pushed around over striker Benjamin Sesko's international availability. Sesko withdrew from Slovenia's upcoming friendlies against Hungary and Montenegro to recover from an injury being managed by United. That scares me because we've spoken about our medical department. We've spoken about our medical department, and it's not always been the most adequate. Let's just leave it there. It's not always been the most adequate, as we can. We'll put it kindly, yeah. So already I'm thinking, man, it might actually be best if you send him to Slovenia and have Slovenian doctors look at him. Please, Man United, like, do not trust yourself. With this one, don't trust yourself. Cesar accepted the withdrawal but insisted Sesko attend the national team camp in Ljubljana for medical assessment. Yeah, that's what I said. Where he met the manager and did light training. The standoff echoes a previous clash in November that contributed to Slovenia missing out on World Cup qualification. Cesar stressed that the national team rules must be respected regardless of the club. We have to value ourselves. There will be no deviation here. Sesko is expected to be back for United's match against Leeds on April the 13th. I don't listen. This is probably not something that deep that most people care about. I get it, and I'm not overly bothered about it myself. But if I have to have an opinion on it, I would say this is respect to Slovenia. Send him there. Get their doctors to look at him. Just abide by the rules, bro. Like, I don't really understand it. Like, don't disrespect Slovenia because it's Slovenia. Don't do that. So that's all I gotta say. And Bumo has been playing through an injury, according to Acho. And Acho's source. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Um, yeah, yeah. Send him back to Slovenia and have Slovenian medical people look at him. I don't trust our medical department. I won't do it. I have no faith. No faith. Anyway, guys, lovely, lovely show. Friday evening show. A bit chilled, a bit silly. Some news, a lot of rumors, transfer stuff. As we're gonna get a lot of stuff thrown at us. While football is not being played, we're going to get a lot of stuff thrown at us. A lot of it is going to be what? Bullicadoo. But good conversations. Sometimes we'll make good conversations. Are we going to get both Tonali and Bruno? We're not. We're definitely not. Could we get one? We could. Are we probably going to get one of them? I don't think so. I think it's still the Belebers, Adam Whartons. I still think it's those sort of players first before we move on to Tonali's and the Bruno Guimarães of this world. Big up the chat. Big up the Bumba Clark community. Big up yourselves on this Friday. Go out and have fun. Do your thing. Live your life. And we'll be back here on Monday. Same time, 7:15 Monday. Big up yourselves. Enjoy your weekend.